I'm Tiffany.
Danny.
And Dylan.
We're all in Rainbow Arabia.
And we're here at the Culture Collide Festival. Did you do this last year as well?
No.
No.
So it's your first time, but it's just down the road.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I knew about it last year.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Well, it's the second year, so. But yeah, it's in our backyard for sure.
It makes life a lot easier, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So I guess for the Australian audiences, I mean, we're new to you, and what would be the best way you describe yourselves? I mean, it seems like eclectic is the first word that springs to mind from what I've heard so far.
Yeah, it's definitely eclectic blend of all of our kind of music that we've grown up listening to, and that we've just kind of different styles that we've been into over the years. Danny comes from like a sort of dub sort of background, and I have more like metal and I don't know, goth influences maybe.
Yeah, it seems to constantly change, which.
And like reggae, so it's just it changes. But the one thing I think is that we are becoming more consistent in repeating some of the sounds that we use, and it's becoming more like Rainbow Arabia,
And I guess that's the progression over the years. You had the 2 EPs, and you've released your debut this year. How do you feel that the sound did progress through each of those steps?
Well, it just did progress. Like, I know we did the Middle Eastern thing that was more on the Basta, and then, where you kind of did that, we're exploring kind of crazier beat head kind of things on the next one, mixed with like some African stuff, and then just took things as it. I mean, we're still changing as it is. I mean, now we're working with a drummer now, and so
and he's helping with writing too.
It's going another direction again. So
in our second EP, I felt like we were working with Butchie. He had a lot of his style on that, with the beats especially, and then
he'll produce that record.
Yeah.
So kind of gave another flavor.
And then
to
on
it.
the second one, he helped with a couple of things, but we kind of mostly did that one ourselves, and we're trying to kind of get into having more space and like just kind of actually really learning how to record music. But so on this record now, it's gonna have a different all of our different flavors together. Dylan will probably definitely brings us more professional.
Yeah, we're gonna collaborate together on the writing, all three of us. Like try to really start from the beginning and have it as a 3-piece rather than us trying to do it as a 2-piece, bringing someone in and something. So we're gonna see where this goes to.
Yeah.
And I imagine the older material now with Dylan on board, has that evolved as well? The sound of the older songs are on stage, right?
I mean, it's the same.
I mean, as much as it can, because there are a lot of the tracks are there, but he definitely adds, definitely
Adds a flavor.
Yeah, adds a flavor for sure.
So how did you become involved with the band? What were you doing beforehand, and how did you get involved?
We met in France.
Roubaix.
Yeah. And I was on tour with a band called Icy Demons, and we kind of just hit it off, and we jammed that night, I think. So, that was like a couple of years. 2 or 3
Oh yeah,
years
we did.
ago.
We had a jam at the end of the show.
Like a monster jam.
Yeah. And then we just reconnected, and he lived in Chicago, and I just kind of used
And
my
we did it
mental
for
powers to
Butchie,
bring him to LA, and it worked.
Yeah. Him and actually his roommate Butchie has also been on tour with us, and they're both amazing drummers.
How much travel have you guys done around the world with your music?
Well, we got off for the last 4 months. We were on tour in Europe. Like we come back for a couple weeks, go back out. So we
Went to Japan.
went to Japan,
Last month.
went to Turkey, Russia, all over Europe. It was really amazing.
Yeah, so we're doing a lot of traveling. Right now we're taking a break.
Yeah, we just got home like a couple weeks ago.
And with the kind of European influences in your sound, do you find that resonates particularly with European audiences?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's just like I don't know, we have a different.
I think people understand their music more than here. Here you have to has to be connected with something else, like a scene before someone listens to it. There, they're just like, oh, what's this? It doesn't matter what it is. They'll relate to it more because they're exposed to more. I think it's why I got
And there's
reach
so
will
many,
be easier.
yeah. I mean, there's so many festivals like everywhere. I feel like people like the general population. It's not like here. It's like people you really gotta look for music and stuff, but it just seems so part of their
Yeah.
culture. Like not just kids, like people, like everybody, you know. And so I found like at different festivals, you get like all different ages there, and like all different kinds of people. So that was nice.
And do you think we'll be getting you down to Australia anytime soon? Is there anything on the cards?
We really, really want to go.
There's been little talks of somebody if we that it's
Yeah.
with our managers discuss if we ever do go to Japan again, and that there's someone that would like to kind of work in conjunction while we're traveling that. So I don't see. We hope so. You know, we'll see.
Well, we'll do what we can to get your word out there and
Yeah.
the music, and looking forward to seeing you guys tonight.
Oh, great! Thank you.
It should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And,
Cool.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time to talk to us today.
Yeah, totally.